Y'all not gonna believe what's been going on in my life lately. Okay, y'all. So, first things first, I'm here because I need to do my budget for April. And I called myself doing it already, but today I got my last check stub from the job I was working. And it ended up being more than what I thought it was gonna be. So this was the original budget for April. So I was looking at um like $700 coming in from the other job, and then I was gonna have a 1 week check from the new job, and then a full check, and then of course the child support for my youngest. So that's what I was looking at coming in. But then I ended up getting my check stub from this job, and it ended up being like 1100. So I need to adjust my budget for the 1100 coming in, because here I had only did for the 700, but there are some other things that need to be paid. So I'm gonna go here with that 1100 since the April budget is made, but I'm just gonna go back here. We had I just told you we were gonna be doing income, and it ended up being $1,100. So y'all know that I like to do my budget in pencil so that I can change and trying to move some of this stuff around so I can get situated and comfortable, because I think we're gonna be in for a second trying to get this figured out. And so things that have to be paid is my phone, because it's already past due, and it's let's just say 200. That's that first initial bill. Like, I can't remember if I told y'all or not that my phone exploded on me. So I end up having to go to AT&T and get a phone. So this is their first initial bill. After this bill, it's gonna drop down to like 115. I need to pay my a car note, and it's 200. I'm gonna refer back here to this first one. Subscriptions in gym. Subscriptions 50 in the gym was 40. Okay. So for whatever reason, it was a bunch of stuff going on. Spring break, that was a whole nother thing. Um, ended up being I ended up having an overdraft in my Ally account. So I need to take care of that overdraft in Ally, and it is $90. And then also the gym came out of my Chase account early. So I have to pay that overdraft plus Chase overdraft fee of $35. And so that take care of the bills. So looking at whew, that's tough. 615. And the check, I think it ended up being like it's 1140 something. I'm just gonna just leave it. So I got about 485 left. Let me refer back to um this here. So I did gas and food, 50 for gas, 100 for food. Um, yes, and I can get away with the $100 for food because I do have stuff in the deep freezer. Still, I still have stuff in my deep freezer. The $100 it'll go through and buy like um some vegetables and different things like that. So I have meat, I have rice and different things like that. Like I probably could go to the grocery store and pick up produce and we should be good until next week. And I had got ahead on everything, but my time was cut short at the VA. I was supposed to work that Saturday, Sunday. So it would have been last Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I was going to be off Tuesday and work Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And Friday would have been my last day there. But an incident occurred with one of the supervisors there, and she was being a prick. And not really words were exchanged, but there was an obligation that I had to take care of that had already talked to my supervisor about, and she got a bit feisty at the mouth, and the tolerate disrespect on jobs like that ship has sailed. It's so far over with, and I'm just not dealing with it anymore. So it's 3:35 left, so we have to move into sinking funds. Um, and basically, I just told her I could go take care of what I need to do, and come back, or I could just leave now. And she was like, "You're a grown woman, you can do what you want to do." So I left. I clocked out and I left, and that was that. I enjoyed my kids' spring break. I was already upset at the fact that was working all those days in my kids' spring break, and I wasn't able to spend any time with them, and I was upset about that. And I didn't feel like it was right, but because I had already given notice that I would work until the 27th, I was just gonna be a good sport about it. Go ahead and work that time, like praying days in advance, praying the same day going into work. That I have a smooth shift, nice 6 days and everything like that. And it just didn't go right. I mean, there ain't nothing else I could say about it. It just didn't go right. So because of that, long story short, I didn't get a full paycheck. So what I did, I ended up pulling money from my rent so that I could ensure that I had a rent payment. So I want to just double check and confirm I do have my rent money. Okay, so that money was there, and I'm so thankful that I had been putting money up and everything, and I had some money in the rent. But I did have to pull a good bit from my emergency fund. I think it took my emergency fund to like $100, but that's okay because I do know that not even 30 days ago I wouldn't have been able to do that. Um, I wouldn't even had that money there anyway. I would have been trying to figure something out. Yeah, so I'm down to $120 in my emergency fund, but that's better than zero. Like it's better than having to go ask somebody else for something. I got it from my emergency fund and I'm gonna fund it back. So let's go ahead and put, let me just think, wait a minute. What needs to be paid? Everything else that needs to be paid can wait until next week. I should get a paycheck next Thursday or Friday from the job that I started today. Today was my first day at the new job. So, and also it's crazy because April was also supposed to be my no spend. So I was counting on that other check to fulfill some things, buy some things that needed to be bought before I started my no spend. So what I'm gonna do, Let's just go with the emergency fan. Let's go ahead and do 50 there. Let's go ahead and do the 50, so minus 50. So that I can have some money too that can move around. I need to put into our travel binder, I need to put 50 there because our cruise is coming up. Our cruise is in June, but because of spring break, there was money that was spent that shouldn't have been spent, but it was needed for that week. So now I'm having to rebuild that travel binder so that we have money for parking and luggage and a few other things that we needed for our cruise, and I'll get that built back up soon. So minus 50s for that. Um, for me, for my binder, there are some things that I need to take care of personally, and I'm going to give myself um I'm going to give myself 115. I know I shouldn't, but I really do need to take care of this thing and get it done. I don't have to worry about it for a while. And then leaves 120. Let me see what I had wrote here. Let me do 20 into sports because my daughter needs some cleats. And I took her to the park today so that she can practice hitting and catching the ball and everything. She plays softball. And she did really, really well today. So I just want to make sure she has what she needs to be successful. This is a sport that she like playing. This is the only sport that she plays. So I just want to make sure she has what she needs. Oh, sorry, I forgot to zoom y'all back in. Hello. But so that sport that take us down to 100. Gas has been getting outrageous. Gas is outrageous. Let's go ahead and do 20 into gas. It's the backup gas count so that I can make sure we have money for gas. I'm gonna check this one more time to see was there anything like really, really needs to go in there. Travel, the girls, I gave her 20. Since it's $80 stuff, let me go ahead and add $30 more into travel and make it 80. And then 50, we can do savings and do 50 in our savings challenges. And I've been doing the humble budgeter scratch offs right now. And the lighting is terrible tonight. I hope y'all can see. Just want to double check and make sure everything check out. So budget with 1100. So minus 400, minus 90. I'm just adding this stuff up together. Minus 90, minus 35, minus 150, minus 130, minus 115, minus 40, minus 50. So it do check out to be a zero balance. So that's what I need to do to take care of the things that need to be taken care of. But let me look in my wallet and see what I have because what is this from? I went and bought her some balls today. But again, this was money that had to be pulled out of travel. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put this money. Let's do 10 to gas just in case. Just to have their gas. Like gas is freaking ridiculous right now. Household, we don't need anything at household. I'm not eating out. I have coffee at home. I'm so thankful to be right up the road, and I can leave out later. I'm gonna put this other 5 in here in our saving challenges in the saving challenge, so that way when I do bring the other money in, we can stuff it together. So I normally just put it over here. This video all over the place, but I just wanted to get that budget done before I went to bed, so I didn't have to worry about it. Make sure everything was gonna be able to be paid and taken care of. And the things that I did not pay and take care of this week, I'm gonna take care of next week from my new job. And then everything else should be back on track. I'm just gonna build into that emergency fund. Um, get it back on track. But I'm truly thankful for this new job. Like you can tell that the work environment is so different. Like everybody act like they want to be at work. Like nobody having, you know, you can tell when people don't really want to be at work, and um, you know, the employees they gossip and different things like that. Like that was one thing that stood out the most. Like nobody was gossiping, or how people come into the break room and they're making, like, it was none of that. And I don't know if it's because I was in there or what, but like you can pick up what kind of environment you're in. And I don't feel like I was in that toxic environment, and I'm thankful to be out of it. Like it got to the point where I was even questioning if I wanted to be a nurse anymore. And I love being a nurse, but sometimes your environment, it be like it's terrible, and it makes you not want to do the things that you love to do. A lot has changed. Oh, that's one thing I didn't tell y'all, and I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm gonna trust that God got me with this job, taking this different job. I am losing about, let's just say, $1,000 per month in pay. And when I calculated everything out, we're still gonna be good. It's just gonna be a lot of things that I'm not gonna be able to do like I used to do. And I'm grateful for being able to get everything caught up, because in January we were in a position to where, like, I don't know how stuff was getting paid. I was working PRN. I wasn't picking up many days. Like it was a whole bunch of stuff going on. But I'm thankful to be able to, number one, get the bills caught up, and then two, have money in my emergency fund to where I was able to pay rent without even having to worry about the check coming in. And that's why, like, I know that it was nothing but God. And to people who know for real, y'all know, they know for real that things went right this way. Like I wasn't having money left out no paycheck to save money and different things like that. So, and that's why I'm so truly grateful, because like I could not be this calm and be this okay with everything that's going on if this had been January, December, November. Like I could have never been this comfortable and calm. But I know that we're okay. Like I don't have our money um where it needs to be. I don't have money and savings all stacked up in thousands and thousands of dollars. But I do know that the lights are not gonna be turned off. I know that I have gas in my car. I know that I can get back and forth to work. I do know that we're not worried about them. We're not struggling for them. We got a deep freezer and refrigerator full of food. But I do want to get my emergency fund built back up. Like that's one of my goals, to get my emergency fund built back up. And then I want to start working on my month ahead challenges. Look, I made these too. Like, I want to start working on my 1 month ahead. And this my challenge book. I gotta get a binder for it. I want to start working on that. And then once I get my 1 month ahead, I'm gonna get my some more money into my emergency fund. And then after that, I'm gonna start my 30K savings challenges. And I can't remember what Etsy shop I got these from, but I downloaded them and then I cut them out. But they cute, and I'm ready to do these. But it's gonna be a while before I can start this. But that's the plan. I'm not sure yet. The original plan for that travel, because I wanted to go out of the country with my kids, but my housing is getting ready to change. Well, the plan that I had for housing has completely changed with this different job, and now I'm not able to do what I wanted to do originally. So still have some things figured out, but I just know that I need to get money saved up, get my emergency fund built back up, and things like that. So, sorry all the chit chat, all the rambling, everything, but I just wanted to get this budget out, give y'all an update on what's been going on, and thank you for watching and listening. I hope you can see everything. If not, I'll try and do it again. Hope the audio was better. Um, Again, I always ask if you could leave me any critiques or any questions or comments that you may have. I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all have a good night.